Among the most distressing pictures from the bushfires have been those of native animals killed, dying of thirst or terribly burned. As the scale of the ecological disaster becomes clearer, it emerged today that some koala populations could be officially listed as endangered. The federal government says koalas took an extraordinary hit in the fires, and it's announced $50 million to help wildlife populations recover. ABC Mid-North Coast's Kirstie Wellauer reports, and a warning, this story contains distressing images.
The harrowing task of collecting dead animals continues on Kangaroo Island. It's a scene replayed around the country.
This has been an ecological disaster, a disaster that is still unfolding.
As the full extent of the devastation is slowly revealed, the threat to the nation's koala population is very real.
We know that koalas have really taken a hit. It will be some time before we know exactly what that means for their numbers.
It may be necessary to bring forward the assessment that they would be doing in any case to see whether in certain parts of the country koalas move from where they are, which is often vulnerable, up to endangered.
The federal government is directing $50 million of its $2 billion bushfire relief fund to wildlife. Half of that will go to emergency rescue and rehabilitation, coordinated by a new threatened species commissioner. The rest will support a range of wildlife groups already working on the ground.
Collaboration is key here. We've had a huge outpouring of support from the private sector, from the non-government sector, and of course from our state and territory governments as well. So we'll all need to work together and coordinate to make sure that all of our collective resources are going where they need to go.
It's important that this is just an initial announcement and that more funding follows.
It's estimated that 30% of the koala habitat in northern New South Wales has been lost. Those that have survived face a new threat, feral animals taking advantage of the situation.
Feral animals that have survived the fires themselves will be out there preying on the vulnerable animals that are left alive. They'll be really exposed with the lack of vegetation. We have to get onto feral animals now.
There's help at a grassroots level too. These volunteers have made more than 600 possum boxes for fire-affected areas.
It's just really nice to be able to give back to the community and help with the fires and feel like we're actually doing something.
We love animals and anything that we can do to help, it's good.
Australia's devastated wildlife will need all the help it can get. Kirstie Wellauer, ABC News.